Non-electric central vac hose, broken end. Non-electric meaning there are no switches, there are no cords on this, and this is something that we can easily repair. I'm going to use my favorite condiment, Plyo-Bond, though most any rubber cement like glue will work. I'm going to use my wire cutters, utility knife, good pair of needle nose pliers. I am not going to use duct tape. Okay, so once again, non-electric hose. We want the rest of the hose to be in fairly good condition, otherwise, you know, it might just be time to buy a new one. But despite this hose being like 30 years old and also not of a very efficient or pleasant to use material, this wire reinforced material is not good on your corners, and it's also not great for airflow. But we're gonna fix this just to show it can be done. So under the duct tape, there's our split. The hose wears most where it flexes most, which is right at the end. This cuff is threaded on. It spirals, it like corkscrews onto the profile of the hose itself. So first I'm going to cut the hose back a little bit to give us a fresh end, and then we have to get the old end out of the cuff. So we're going to go back to like here, and I'm carefully using my utility knife. Of all the power tools I've used, my worst hand injuries have come from utility knives, so I try to give these a little bit of respect nowadays. So I have cut the vinyl, and you'll see on the inside, this particular hose construction has a wire spiral inside. This isn't electric wire, this is wire to support the hose. That's why it's called wire reinforced. So we need our wire cutters to cut that off. That'll work. All right, so this is ready. And now we're going to take this. All right. So this is the fun part because you get to break stuff. You can take out your frustrations on this little bit of vacuum hose in here, and depending on how strong the glue joint is, yeah, this one's going to fight us. All right, so I'm grabbing the wire spiral. Oof. All right, we're going to throw that away. And on the inside, you can see we have the nice spirals of the cuff. We don't have any of the hose material left in there. This is ready for us to glue. Now, you could thread this in back together without any glue, and it would work. But it will tend to come unthreaded over time, and so the glue is there to make sure that doesn't happen. We're going to take a little bit of this. And I'm doing this on a surface that I don't mind if a little bit of glue drips on, in this case my basement floor. If you don't have access to my basement floor, you can use your basement floor. And if you do have access to my basement floor, get out of my house. Alright, this needs to go in here up to there. So we have about 2 inches that needs to screw in. I've put on about 1.5 inches of glue, and we're just going to twist together like that. This is a reverse twist, so see how the spirals, they kind of go down that way? So you're twisting on, keeping that in mind. That's now fixed. And the curved end of this, we're just going to make sure that this... Alright, so then that should use a little bit of glue too. And I'm just going to put a little on the outside here. Glue that back in. Okay, that's fixed. Now just try and resist the urge to vacuum for a day or so. Give that a good chance to set up, and you are back in business.